What's up people, it's Dr. GTA and I'm coming to you with a tutorial today on how to install the very first car mods for GTA 5 on PC. So if you're ready to proceed and you want to see this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe because we're about to show you exactly how to install these car mods in brief detail with descriptions and resources. With that said, we'll go ahead and get into the video. First off, you're going to make sure you have your GTA 5 running and you're going to need to open the directory, the root of it, and download the two links in the description because we're going to use those as an example. Nextly, you're going to have to go open OpenIV or download and install it and run it to Grand Theft Auto 5 Windows. And once you load that up, you're going to need to either make a mods folder and learn how to do that, and I'll link a description to the video on how to make a mods folder in this video as well if you need to learn how to do that. Watch that video and then come back to this part and we'll proceed from this point on. Okay, so after you've got the mods folder all set up and everything and you know how to do that, you're going to open up those rares, and the files are going to be two different things. One of them is going to be a skin texture, which is something that goes on the vehicle, and then the other one is going to be the actual vehicle. This is typically the same thing, and it's always going to be the same when you install mods like this. It's always going to be the same way you're going to do this. They're just the different locations are going to be where you install them. If you install any mods through GTA 4, it's probably a little bit easier on GTA 4 just because you only have to go to a certain folder and it's the same one, but this one has different files for different places because the vehicle's RPF is not in the same place for every file. Okay, so after that, you're going to go navigate to wherever you're going to install the file. So I have the Police 2 plus High here. And if I go back and I go to the README, it's going to tell you the path below. Obviously, this is some weird picture, but I'll just show you where it goes to. Okay, so basically, it's going to, we'll just open up the browser and I'll show you. Boom, okay, there we go. It's going to update X64 DLC packs patch day 3. DLC X64 levels GTA 5 vehicles RPF. If it never ends in a vehicle's RPF or something that says .rpf, then there's probably something wrong. And if the file doesn't replace the same file name and there's nothing in there, there's probably something wrong with where you're installing. So I would double check. So actually we have this open, so we'll go to mods, we'll go to update, we'll go to X64, we'll go to DLC packs, we'll go to patch 3 ENG, we'll go to DLC RPF, we'll go to X64 levels, GTA 5 vehicles right there, and as you can see we're in the folder. And if we go back to our main actual model of the car, if we go to the files for it, they're Police 2, and notice they all start with sub Police 2 directories with _high and YTDs for textures. Now we're going to break down basically what the difference is between these two. The YFT is actually the model itself. Like if you've seen the car driving in game, that's what is actually physically there, the YFTs. There's two of them. The high YFT is a higher file size slightly, and sometimes it's not depending on the model, but it's basically used if you're running a high resolution or ultra settings game, so you can actually get a higher poly count and higher detail. When you come closer to the car, it loads the high quality one. When you're further away, it always loads the regular Police 2 YFTs. Then the Police 2 YTDs, there's one that's the plus high, there's an _high, there's one that's standard, which is the high, which is the overall detail of the vehicle on the outside, and there's a low texture version, and these are just textures. They go on the vehicle, they give it the details of the logos and the emblems and the colors and all the decals and everything like that. And then you have that weird _high one, you're like, what is that? And there's the third YTD. Well, that actually is just brief details of the high quality interiors that every car has. Some cars are specific and they carry these, and this one is no exception to that rule because it actually uses those. Okay, so now we've actually understood the hierarchy and what actually everything is designed for. We'll go back to our patch day 3. If we just select anything in here and we hit any letter on the keyboard, it'll take us to wherever we need to go to. Obviously we're going to police, so we want to hit P for Paul. And if we go, boom, we're going to police. And we look around the P's, there's a Police 2 right there, boom. See, there's the Police 2, and how many files are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, right there. There's your police right there. That's what you need to install, and that's what we'll be installing. I actually recommend backing up these files before you do this because sometimes people do a police mod and this is the first ones, they might crash your game. So I recommend always back up your files. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get these 4 files in here because obviously that's the only Police 2 files in here. And if you want to make it a little easier, you can go to the search bar and you can type Police 2 and hit enter, and there you go. That's all you have. So we're going to take those, we're going to right click, we're going to extract those I'm going to put it on my desktop and make a new folder, name it backup police 2. Go into that folder, select it, and extract the files into there. Once we've done that, we can proceed to the next step, which is dragging these files over to OpenIV. All you have to do is take these to install the mod, is take these 5 files and drag them over here. Boom, and it's going to actually add 1 extra to it. So I'm not sure if that's something that needs to be updated. As long as the majority of the files are there, that's what the good thing is. And once you've done that, you successfully installed your first car mod. So congratulations, pat yourself on the back. We're halfway through. Now we're going to show you a little bit more advanced features of this car mod. If we go back to OpenIV, if you want to actually render out and see the preview of the vehicle before having to load into the game and everything, all you have to do is hit the YFT Police 2, but I recommend the Police 2_high YFT because it's going to load assets that are default to the game and show you what it looks like in the game. As you can tell, we've loaded up, and obviously this is nothing like that's really in the game. You can see it's a real Highway Patrol logo, and it looks just like it would in California. It's got a Buffalo that Franklin drives, but it actually has a police light bar on it, which is insanely awesome. I love this mod. And you can see here's the textures it uses: Police 2 High, Police 2, and there's a Police YTD right here. If you want to figure out which textures work from which one that you just put in, you can click the minus button and it'll remove them. See, if I hit this Police 2 -1, it'll remove something. If I hit the Police 2 High, it removes something. If I hit the Police, oh, it removed the textures. See, V-share, remove more textures, etc., etc. It doesn't mess anything up doing this, because when you exit out the rendered model and you go back into it, it still comes back to default. This is just to uncheck and check to see what you have. Also on the left side, your hierarchy, this is how the model is set up. You can uncheck things and it'll show you where they're at or what they're for, and all the other components and what their names are, how they designed the model right here. If there's any problems with the model, it's going to be in this hierarchy with glitches and names. You can also uncheck and check all, hide the children. You can show the geometry or just show the polys, whatever you want to do. And that's pretty much it for that. Now we're going to show you how to install the skin, which is the next step. We've installed this, so we're done. We can get out of that first WinRAR. We're going to go back to the other one and download the link in the description for the texture. Obviously, it comes with a README, and you can show it's the same level. It's just the mods folder is different. If you're not, you can use this level. Same thing for the address. So basically, you're going to have the following files inside. He's already telling me we already have it there. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to drag the the texture sign into the YTD, and it's saying you need to do this for inside each file, which are these, namely Police 2, Police 2 High, and Police 2_high. That's what you have to do. So it's 3 files, 3 YTDs, and that's how you install the texture. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to do that. It might not change because this model is probably default with it, but we'll go and show you anyway. Open up the YTD Police 2, and when you open it up, it's going to be a kind of weird window. If you want to see a better preview of this, you can hit this view and it's going to show everything in a smaller size. As you can see, it's actually changed everything. If we want to preview this texture before we install it, we can double click and don't open it, and boom, there's our texture right there, and it's all white. If we want to install that, I don't really want to install the Sheriff. I was just trying to show you guys this to show you the difference with it. And then if I want to install this, all I have to do is go to either drag this into it, and if you can, as you can see, it's going to say some settings here. Click OK, make sure everything's checked automatically, maps and automatic. Boom, it actually imported it in. Now if we hit save, you have to hit save or it won't save. Hit save and you go back to the model and you load up the model. It changes the texture. Sometimes it might not change until you do all 3 textures, so I recommend just following this tutorial to the T and you will have no problems. This one, as you can tell, there's a police sign in here too, so we have to drag this one again over to this one as well. And when you do that, it's going to ask to overwrite, boom, and you're good there. That's all you have to do. Make sure you hit save. It does it for that. Make sure you go to the other one, which is the last YTD, that one right there, or you can you can click it, hit replace, and go to the navigate to whatever you have the image at, or you can just drag it over again, which is probably the simplest way I would recommend doing it until you get more complex and more into it. And that's pretty much it. You do not have to do file rebuild. I recommend don't doing that because it's going to crash your game. That's it. Now all you have to do is hit this play button right here. It's going to load up your game. Thanks for watching, guys. If this video helped you in any way, please hit like and subscribe because I will come out with more daily GTA 5 hacks, content, tech tips, and other funny gameplays as time develops. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.